Hey guys, welcome back to another What's for Dinner. I hope you enjoy this video. If you are new here, my name is Mandy and I like to share what I cook for my family of 4. On this night, I was inspired by a friend on YouTube. Her name is Jen. Her channel is In With Jen. I saw this on one of her videos and decided to try it. It is chicken CAULI rice, and I was using some leftover chicken that I had in the refrigerator. It was chicken thighs and drumsticks. Now, I may not have done everything exactly the way Jen did on her video. I'm not 100% sure, but what I did first was pour in some olive oil into my pan, and I got that nice and hot, and then I added in some chopped up onions and peppers and cooked that down a little bit, and then I added in my garlic and cooked that until it was fragrant. And then I added in the cauliflower, and I really enjoyed buying the cauliflower already chopped up like this in the bags. It made this dish a lot quicker to make. I didn't have to cut anything up or wash it, so that was really nice. So I'm just mixing everything around, and now I'm adding in some Body Complete, and I did not measure anything. I just put in what I thought would be good and just giving that a good stir. And then I'm pouring in some teriyaki sauce, and I'll stir that up nice and well. Next, I'm going to add in the leftover chicken and just mix it up really good until it gets heated through. This is a really good dish to help you use up some of those leftovers. I had no idea what I was going to do with that chicken meat, but this came in handy. And you could even use like steak or hamburger meat, whatever you want to use in it. And I will say this is a keto dish. You do not have to be keto to enjoy this dish. So now I'm adding in some coconut aminos. I don't think Jen used this, but I thought it would be good. And I gave it a taste test and I felt like it was just missing something. So I did go ahead and add in a little bit of garlic salt, which really hit the spot. I couldn't remember exactly how many eggs Jen put in hers, but I did 3 eggs, and I'm just kind of scrambling them a little bit to the side. This meal was absolutely delicious. On this night, I was supposed to fix the recipe out of Joanna Gaines' Volume 1 cookbook, the Gaines family, or the Gaines chili recipe, whatever the name is. But I was looking at the ingredients and I was like, that seems kind of bland. Like she didn't use hardly any spices or anything. So I kind of did hers. I used the beans that she uses, those ranch style beans. But then I just started adding the stuff that I normally add to my chili. So the first thing that I did was heat up some olive oil in my pot and then added in the onions, and I just sauteed those until they were starting to be translucent. And then I added in some minced garlic. Next, I'm going to add in my hamburger meat and just chop that up. I'm using my chopper. My sister-in-law actually purchased this for me as a gift. I do have one linked in my Amazon store, so I'll link that down below. After that started browning, I went ahead and added in some red bell pepper. I had this in the refrigerator and I needed to use it up before it went bad. Normally I put green bell peppers, but I didn't have any on hand. The next thing I added in was some chili powder, cumin, and some garlic salt. So I just kind of mixed that up, and yes, I know I'm using the chopper to mix everything up, but hey, why dirty up another dish if you don't have to, or another utensil, I should say. So I added in the can of beans and I put my lid on the pot and just let that simmer for as long as I could, and this was delicious. What I have on top of that chili is some Parmesan wisps. And I know I am keto now, but I did pick out most of the beans out of my bowl. Our next meal is pepperoni low-carb tortilla pizzas. I got this idea from my 5-ingredient ketogenic cookbook, but I wanted to do things my way. So you're supposed to actually fry the tortilla in a pan, but I wanted to use my Elechomes air fryer, which I love this thing. If you guys have not seen that review video, I will link it in the iCards and I will link it down below. So for my tortilla pizzas, I'm using low carb tortillas, mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, and Italian seasoning. the Rayo's pizza sauce, and I'm also putting some pickled jalapenos on there that I made last weekend. For the girls and Jason's pizzas, I am using regular tortillas. Amelia only wanted pizza sauce, Italian seasoning, and the mozzarella cheese on hers. And then Isabella only wanted the sauce, cheese, and olives. And then my husband wanted pepperoni, cheese, and olives, and the sauce, of course. So here I'm putting the tortilla pizza into the air fryer. This is actually Amelia's, and I will say it was a little bit tricky to get it in there, but it was okay getting it out. Whenever you turn your Elechomes air fryer on, it's automatically set at 400 degrees and 25 minutes. So I just turned it down to 10 minutes, which it did not take 10 minutes at all, just probably about 5 or 6 minutes, if that. This is Isabella's pizza. And then here is my pizzas. I did 2 because my tortillas are smaller. And there is Jason's pizza. These were so good and very quick, very tasty. And like I said, mine was low carb. It's a very quick and easy meal to make on those busy nights. Our last meal is shrimp piccata, and this is coming from my 30-minute ketogenic cookbook. I will link it down below in the description, and if I can find this recipe online, I will link it down below as well. So with this meal, the taste was very good, but I'm just not a huge fan of doing shrimp in a skillet or the oven. I just prefer my shrimp on the grill. I don't know if it's because I overcook it. I don't know. But the first thing that I did was melt some butter in my pan, and then I added in the garlic and let that saute a little bit until it becomes fragrant. And then the next thing I did was add in the shrimp, and I let that cook, but not all the way through. After the shrimp has cooked just for a short time, I then remove it and then add in the chicken stock, some parsley, lemon zest, and the lemon juice, as well as the capers. So I mixed that up a little bit and let that cook, and then I added in the shrimp, and then I cooked the shrimp until they were completely cooked through. Like I said, this dish had a really good flavor, but the shrimp was just kind of rubbery, and maybe I'm just cooking it too long. I wouldn't mind doing all of those steps except adding in the shrimp and cook my shrimp on the grill and then add the shrimp back to that mixture. I think that would be really good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.